If you are ready to stop being confused, stop being manipulated, and start taking definitive control of your romantic life, subscribe to this channel right now. Do not wait. This is the first step. We are not here to talk about feelings. We are here to talk about dynamics. The reality is, what you've been told about dating is likely a lie. You've been told to be nice, to be agreeable, to be yourself. But yourself is currently getting played, frustrated, and disrespected. The problem isn't the game, it's that you're playing it with the wrong rulebook. You are playing checkers while she is playing three-dimensional chess. Today, we are changing the rules. This is the complete 10-point strategy to outsmart any woman who is playing games with your heart. Point 1. Understand the why before the how. You cannot win a game if you do not understand its objective. Your first and most critical mistake is assuming her games are logical. You try to reason with them. You try to apply male logic to female psychology. This will fail every single time. Her tests and games are not logical. They are emotional and biological. They are ancient screening mechanisms designed to answer one fundamental question. Is this man strong or is he weak? She is testing you. She is always testing you. From the first text message to the 10-year anniversary, the tests never stop. They just change form. She is testing your congruence. Do your confident words match your actions when you're under pressure? She is testing your strength. When she pushes you, do you crumble, get angry, or remain unmovable? She is testing your options. Are you a high-value man who has other choices, or are you a desperate man clinging to her as your only option? And sometimes, yes, she is testing her own power because she is insecure. She pokes you just to see if you'll react because your reaction validates her. The game itself is almost always a mismatch between her words and her actions. She will say, "I hate drama," and then proceed to start a fight over nothing. She will say, "I miss you so much," but will be too busy to see you for 2 weeks. The average man hears the words and ignores the actions. He hears "I miss you" and feels validated. The high-value man, the man who understands the game, only watches the actions. Her actions are the truth. Her words are the smokescreen. The average man's response to this mismatch is frustration. He becomes needy. He asks, "What's wrong? Why are you acting like this? Did I do something?" The moment you ask these questions, you have failed the test. You have communicated that she has the power to control your emotional state. You have lost. To outsmart her, you must perform a radical mental shift. You must stop seeing her tests as a personal attack and start seeing them as data. Her games are not an obstacle to her affection. They are an opportunity for you to display your strength. The why is simple. She is biologically programmed to seek out the strongest, most centered, most high-value man she can. Her games are her filter to weed out the weak. Your job is not to call her out on the game. Your job is not to complain about the game. Your job is to pass the test it represents. When you understand that her tests are a compliment, that she is testing you because she sees you as a potential winner, the entire dynamic changes. You stop being a pawn and you start becoming the one who controls the board. Point 2. Master the observer mindset and emotional detachment. The primary weapon she uses in any game is your own emotion. She is hunting for a reaction. Your anger, your jealousy, your frustration, your neediness, your panicked double texts. These are all bright flashing signals to her that you are more emotionally invested than she is. In the game of attraction, the person who is more invested, the person who needs the other person more, is the one who loses. Her game is a constant attempt to make you the more invested party. To outsmart this, you must cultivate the observer mindset. You must emotionally detach from the outcome. This is the single most important skill you can learn. From this moment on, you are no longer an active emotional participant in her drama. You are a scientist in a lab coat watching an experiment through a pane of glass. You observe her behavior, you note it, you analyze it dispassionately, and you calculate your response, all without a single ripple in your own emotional calm. Here is the practical application. She texts you, "Hey," at 11 p.m. on a Friday. You have a brief, fun, flirty conversation. You feel a connection. The next day, Saturday afternoon, you text her a simple logistical question. "Are we still on for that drink Wednesday?" And she leaves you on read. 1 hour goes by, 2 hours, 6 hours. The old you, the reactive man, would begin to panic. You'd check your phone every 5 minutes. You'd reread your text. Was it too boring? Did I say something wrong? You'd start to feel that anxiety in your chest. You might even crack and send the kiss of death text. Everything okay? This is a total failure. You have just communicated to her that her silence has the power to destroy your peace. The observer does not care. He is not watching his phone. He sent the text, and his part is done. He is at the gym. He is reading a book. He is working on his business. He is living his life. Her lack of a reply is simply data. The data means she is busy, or she is testing my neediness, or she is disorganized. His emotional state is not dependent on her reply. When she does finally text back 6 hours later with a simple, "Yep, we are," you do not, under any circumstances, mention the delay. You don't get angry. Why'd it take you so long to reply? You don't act relieved. Oh, great, I was starting to wonder. You wait an hour or two, or whenever you get around to it, and you reply, "Cool," or "Sounds good." You have just communicated without a single word of confrontation that her games have zero effect on you. You are an unmovable object. You are the mountain. She is the wind. She can blow all she wants, but you will not be moved. This emotional control is the foundation of all power in any relationship. Point 3. Strategic pacing and mirroring. Her investment. The fastest, most common way men lose the game is by overinvesting. Men by nature are problem solvers. When we feel a woman pulling away, our instinct is to fix it. And our fix is almost always to double down. We chase harder. We text more. We send good morning and good night texts to a cold, unresponsive void. We plan bigger, more expensive dates. We buy gifts. We write long, heartfelt paragraphs explaining our feelings, trying to convince her of our value. This is the equivalent of showing your entire hand in a game of poker, screaming, "I have a pair of twos," and then being shocked when everyone folds. You are broadcasting desperation. You are telling her, "My value is low and I know it, so I am going to try and buy your affection with attention and effort." This has never and will never work. It is an attraction killer. To outsmart her, you must adopt the rule of strategic pacing. The rule is simple. You mirror her level of investment. You never exceed it. Investment is a combination of 4 things: time, emotion, energy, and frequency. You must balance this equation. If she sends you 3-word texts, you do not send her paragraphs. You send her 3-word texts. If she takes 5 hours to respond to you, you do not respond in 5 minutes. You are also a busy, high-value man. You respond when it is convenient for you, which might be 5 hours or it might be the next morning. You are not playing a game back. You are communicating that your time is exactly as valuable as hers. If she is passive about making plans, you stop being the active planner. You don't ask, "When are you free this week?" This is weak. It puts her in charge. Instead, you state your availability. "I'm free on Wednesday evening for 90 minutes if you'd like to grab that drink." This is a take it or leave it offer. It is confident. If she says, "Oh, I can't Wednesday," but she does not offer an alternative, you do not offer one. The conversation is over. You reply, "All right, some other time then." And you go completely silent. The burden of reinitiating, the burden of proving her interest is now 100% on her. This is the elastic band theory. When she pulls away, the elastic band of the connection stretches. The needy man panics and runs toward her, making the band go slack. He has removed all tension. The man who mirrors her investment stands still or even takes 1 step back himself. The band is now stretched tight. She feels the tension. She feels the potential snap of the connection breaking. She is now the one who must move toward you to relieve that tension. By simply matching her investment, you remove all her power. She cannot use your own effort against you because you are only giving her what she gives you. This forces her to be the one to chase if she wants more. Point 4. Establish and control the frame. In every single human interaction, there is an unspoken frame. The frame is the context. It is the underlying reality of the situation. It defines the power dynamic. Who is the prize and who is the suitor? Who is the buyer and who is the seller? Who is the one qualifying and who is the one being qualified? Her games are always an attempt to pull you into her frame. In her frame, she is the beautiful, desired prize, and you are just one of many suitors auditioning for her time. You must perform. You must impress her. You must prove you are worthy. Here is her frame in action. Her frame. My ex-boyfriend used to take me to the most expensive restaurants. He treated me like a princess. Her goal? She is baiting you. She wants you to compete. She wants you to say, "I can treat you better than him. I'll take you somewhere even more expensive." The moment you do this, you are in her frame. You are auditioning. You have lost. To outsmart her, you must hold your frame. Your frame must be stronger, more compelling, and more unshakable than hers. In your frame, you are the prize. You are the selector. Your time is valuable, and she is the one who must prove she is more than just a pretty face. She must qualify herself to you. Let's replay that scenario. Her frame. My ex-boyfriend used to take me to the most expensive restaurants. Your frame response, amused indifference. You smile, maybe even chuckle. You don't get jealous. You don't compete. You say, that's nice, good for you. And you immediately change the subject. You have just non-verbally communicated that her ex-boyfriend and what he did for her is completely irrelevant to you. Your frame response, flipping the script. You smirk. That's cool. My ex made a world-class steak. It's a shame she didn't have any other talents. So, what else are you good at besides being taken to restaurants? See the difference? You have held your frame. You are not her ex. You are not competing. You are the one asking the questions. You are the one selecting. Frame control means you lead the interaction. You set the time and the place for dates. You are the one who decides when the date ends. You are the one asking her deep, qualifying questions. What do you read? What are your goals? What are you passionate about besides brunch? To see if she is a good fit for your life. When she tries to make you jump through a hoop, you simply look at the hoop, look at her, and smile, as if to say, that's cute. And you do not move. She will either give up the game or, more often than not, she will find herself jumping through her own hoop for you. Are you getting this? If this is making sense and you feel that shift in your perspective, I want you to hit the subscribe button. This isn't just content. This is a new operating system. Subscribing is your commitment to installing it. Point 5. Pass congruence tests with amused indifference. A congruence test, often called a shit test, is a specific targeted game designed to see if your actions match your words. You act confident, you seem high value, you talk like a man who has options. But are you really, or is it just a fragile facade? She will poke you, prod you, and challenge you, just to see if the real, insecure you will come spilling out. She will disagree with you just to see if you'll immediately fold and agree with her. She will playfully insult you to see if you'll get defensive. And most commonly, she will flake on you to see how you react. The test. You have a date set for Thursday at 8 p.m. She texts you at 7:30 p.m. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Something just came up. I can't make it. Rain check? The wrong response. Needy, weak. Oh, okay, no problem at all. I understand. Are you free tomorrow or Saturday? Just let me know what works for you. You have just communicated that your time is worthless, your evening is now ruined, and you are desperate to reschedule. You have failed spectacularly. The wrong response. Angry, reactive. This is completely unacceptable. You're wasting my time. I was already on my way. You have just communicated that you are emotionally reactive and that she has the power to ruin your entire day. You have failed. The right response. Amused indifference. You see the text, you do not reply for at least 20 minutes, you are not glued to your phone waiting for her. Then, you reply with one of these. Shame. No problem. All right, catch you around. That's it. You do not offer another time. You do not ask what came up. You disappear, you go silent, you go and have a better time than you would have had with her. You go to the gym, you meet up with your friends. You have completely put the entire burden of rescheduling on her. You are communicating through action that your schedule is tight, and her flaking is, at best, a minor inconvenience, not a tragedy. To truly outsmart her, she must be the one to bring up rescheduling. She will, almost guaranteed, text you a day or two later. The text will be much more apologetic and much more compliant. Hey, I'm really sorry again about the other night. I'm free all day Friday if you're still interested in grabbing that drink. Now you have won. You have passed the test. You have proven, through action, that you are a high-value, centered man whose time is respected, and you are not desperate for her attention. You are congruent. Point 6. Create a power vacuum with strategic withdrawal. This is one of the most advanced and powerful moves in your entire arsenal. It is the perfect counter to her most common and confusing game, the hot and cold tactic. Here's how she plays it. For 3 days, she's hot. She gives you intense, constant attention. She texts you first. She sends long, engaged replies. She laughs at all your jokes. She tells you she can't wait to see you. You feel amazing. You're hooked. Then, just as you're feeling secure, She goes cold. She pulls away, she becomes distant. Her texts get shorter, one word replies. She's suddenly busy. She leaves you on read. Her goal is to make you panic. She wants you to feel that loss of validation and chase her to get it back. When you chase, you validate her power. You become the needy one, the one who is more invested. To outsmart this, you do the exact opposite. When she pulls away, you pull away further and faster. You create a power vacuum. She expected you to lean in. Instead, you lean back so far you disappear. The game, she's been cold for 24 hours. She's not initiating. Her replies are short. The wrong response. Hey, is everything okay? You've been quiet. Did I do something wrong? Just checking in? This is pure neediness. The right response, absolute total silence. Not only do you not text her, but you get busier, you get happier. You focus 100% on your work, on your mission. You go to the gym and have the best workout of your life. You meet up with your friends and are fully present, laughing and having a great time. If you use social media, you might post a story of you doing something awesome. Not for her, but because you are actually doing something awesome. The psychological effect of this is profound. She created a small void, expecting you to fill it with your needy attention. Instead, you created a void so large that she is now the one in it. She expected to feel powerful. Instead, she feels irrelevant. She expected to be the center of your thoughts. Instead, you seem to have forgotten she even exists. This creates a state of cognitive dissonance. She is now the one wondering where you went. She is the one who has to chase you to reestablish the connection. You have not just outsmarted the game, you have fundamentally reversed it. She will be the one to send you the, "Hey, is everything okay?" text. And when she does, you are back in control. Point 7. The abundance principle. Your purpose is your priority. This is not a tactic. This is not a trick. This is the entire foundation that makes all the other points work. You cannot fake this. You cannot pretend to be busy. You cannot pretend to have options. A woman has a sixth sense for this. She can smell fake busy from a mile away. You must genuinely have a life that is more important to you than any single woman. This is the abundance principle. It is the core, unshakable belief that you have options. Options in women, options in life. But more importantly, it is the reality that your purpose comes first. Your purpose is your mission. It is the man you are trying to build. It is your business, your career, your education, your physical fitness, your art, your personal development. It is the dent you are trying to leave in the universe. When this is your true priority, number one, above all else, her games become completely ineffective. They look childish. The game. She tries to monopolize your time. She gets upset when you can't see her because you have to work late or go to the gym. She's testing your boundaries. She is testing to see if she can pull you off your center. She wants to know, is she his priority or is his mission his priority? The wrong response. You're right, I'm so sorry. I'll skip the gym tonight. I'll finish that project later. I'm on my way. You have just told her that she is more important than your own goals. The attraction dies instantly. You have become a follower, not a leader. The right response. Polite but firm. I'd love to see you, but tonight is my gym night. I'm free on Thursday for an hour at 7. You are polite, but you are firm. You are a freight train moving forward on your tracks. She can either get on board or she can get out of the way. But the train is not stopping or rerouting for her. This discipline, this focus, this dedication to your own path is more attractive to a high-quality woman than any sweet words, expensive dinners, or gifts you could ever buy. A woman cannot play games with a man who is truly on his mission. She can only respect him and compete for his limited, valuable time. The abundance principle means you are not trying to get women. You are building a life that women want to be a part of. Point 8. Disrupt her script with humor and disqualification. Games are predictable. They rely on scripts. She does X, you are supposed to do Y. She insults you, a test. You are supposed to get defensive. She brags about herself, a test. You are supposed to be impressed. She talks about other men, a test. You are supposed to get jealous. To outsmart her, you must break the script. You must do the one thing she does not expect. The two best tools for this are humor and light disqualification. Disqualification is playfully communicating that you are not interested or not sold on her, which makes her subconsciously want to win your approval. The game, the jealousy ploy. My coworker Chad is just so funny. He's always bringing me coffee and telling me how great I look. We laugh all day. The wrong response, jealous defensive. Who's Chad? What does he want? You think he's funny? Does he look better than me? You are now a jealous, insecure child. You have lost the frame and the game. The right response, script disruptage humor. You smile. Chad, huh? Sounds like a great guy. You should get his number. You have just communicated zero jealousy. The right response, script disrupt, disqualification. You smirk. That's nice. Does Chad also help you pick out your clothes? Because that shirt is a choice. You've completely ignored the jealousy bait and you've playfully disqualified her, flipping the frame and making her the one seeking your approval. The game, the arrogance test. You know, you're pretty lucky to be on a date with me. I get asked out all the time. The wrong response, impressed, supplicating. Wow, I'm sure you do. I'm really lucky. You are now a fan, not an equal. The right response, script disrupt, disqualification. That's great, but can you cook? Because being asked out isn't really a useful skill, and I'm getting hungry. Or, oh, you get asked out all the time. We should probably end this date now then. I hate competition. It's so much work. Said with a completely straight, playful face. You have reset the frame. You have communicated that her value, being desired by other men, is not what you value. You have your own standards. You are not impressed. By refusing to follow her script, you force her into your script, where you are the one in charge. Point 9. The glass wall boundary. Enforce without anger. Games are, at their core, a form of boundary pushing. She is a river, and she is testing your banks. She is trying to see what you will tolerate. Will you tolerate her being 30 minutes late? Will you tolerate her flaking? Will you tolerate her disrespecting you in front of her friends? Will you tolerate her talking to her ex? The average man's boundaries are not boundaries at all. They are just angry threats that he never enforces. If you do that one more time, I'm serious. He yells, he gets upset, but he stays. He teaches her that his words are meaningless. To outsmart her, you must have a glass wall. It's a boundary that is invisible, but it is unbreakable. The most important part is how you enforce it. You never enforce it with anger. Anger is a loss of frame. Anger is a reaction. You enforce your boundary calmly, dispassionately, and immediately, with a single consequence: the withdrawal of your time and attention. The game, public disrespect. You are out at a bar with her and her friends. She makes a joke at your expense that is clearly a jab. Her friends laugh at you. The wrong response, angry. What did you just say? Don't you ever talk to me like that, especially in front of your friends. You look weak, reactive, and you've just created a huge dramatic scene. The wrong response, weak. You laugh along with it, pretending it didn't bother you. You have just taught her and all her friends that she can disrespect you. The right response, the glass wall. You don't react at all. You don't change your expression. You don't get angry. You simply stop engaging. You take your hand off her. You lean back. A few minutes later, you stand up calmly. You put your wallet on the table for your drink. It was nice meeting you all. I'm going to head out. You look at her. I'll talk to you later. And you leave. You do not answer her, where are you going? Texts. You do not answer her, why are you mad? She calls. You let her sit in the silence of what she did. The next day, when she asks why you left, you state it simply, without any emotion. I don't tolerate public disrespect. What you said was not acceptable. You do not debate it. You do not argue. You state it as a fact. She must now apologize and change her behavior to regain full access to you. You have taught her, through calm, decisive action, that your self-respect is non-negotiable. Point 10. The ultimate leverage, genuine willingness to walk away. This is the final move. This is the ace of spades. This is the one move that makes all other games, all other tactics, and all other strategies irrelevant. You cannot outsmart a woman if deep down you are terrified of losing her. If you need her validation, if you need her in your life to be happy, you have no power. Your frame is a bluff. Your boundaries are meaningless. Your indifference is just an act. And she will know. Genuine willingness to walk away is the ultimate leverage. This isn't a threat you make. You never say, if you do that one more time, I'm leaving. That is a weak man's plea. That is a threat. This is not a threat. This is an internal mindset. It is the 100% core, unshakable belief that your life, your mission, and your self respect are infinitely more valuable than any one woman's companionship. It is the abundance mindset in its final form, the knowledge that you are a high value man and that you will always have other options. You will find another woman, a better woman, a woman who doesn't play these games. When you have this mindset, you stop fearing the game. You stop obsessing over it. You simply observe it. And when you observe behavior that is a consistent pattern, a pattern of disrespect, a pattern of manipulation, a pattern of drama, when you see that she is fundamentally not the type of woman you want in your life, you don't outsmart her. You don't fix her. You don't play her game back. You leave. The most powerful outsmart move is realizing you don't even have to play. You are not a participant in her drama. You are the judge. And when you see a game that is not worth your time, not worth your energy, and not worth your peace, you simply stand up from the table and walk away. That is how you win. You win by default. You win by disqualifying her. You win by choosing your mission over her drama. Your time is too valuable to be spent playing.